How's it going, and welcome to another episode of FUD TV. I'm your host, Elio Trades, and today we're going to be talking about a phenomenal project coming out of China built on the Neo blockchain. That's right, if you guessed it right, you get a gold star. Today we're talking about DBC, DeepBrain Chain. We'll be back right after this.
Everybody jump on the chain, guys. DeepBrain, DeepBrain, DeepBrain. DeepBrain, 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 Deep.
Well, anyway, so just checking up a little bit on the market before we get into our deep brain analysis, we want to check this out and just see exactly where we've gotten to at this point in the market. We're at $410 billion trading market cap with a trading volume of 40 billion. And so, we're about 10% volume. I'm not going to say that's particularly high, and it's probably volume in mostly the wrong direction. But, we've seen a dramatic tumble here. We've seen a tremendous tumble here from 820, 833, and now it looks like we bottomed out at 356 last night. I didn't even see this. Wow, I would have been having nightmares. But to be honest, we shouldn't really be having nightmares because there have been many Bitcoin and crypto crashes before. And unless this crypto crash is different than all other crypto crashes, then we all know how this ends up, in that the crypto entire market will grow tremendously after the crash. So let's take a little bit of historical backing here. So you don't have to trust me here. This is from fortune.com. We have 5 big crashes, and what we learned. We had the meltdown of 2013, where we went from over $220 Bitcoin all the way down to, that looks like about 50-something Bitcoin, or close down to that $40 mark. So, if we think it's bad that we've gone from $800 billion or a $16,000 or $20,000 Bitcoin down to an $8,000 or $7,000 Bitcoin, depending on how low this goes, we've been here before. This is not uncharted territory. Bitcoin has been here before, and crypto's been here before, with far less money, far less optimism, and far less understanding of the space. Imagine being in 2013 and the market crashed and there was no precedent for this. And so you have a bunch of, at that time, even new investors coming into the space with no historical precedent for this kind of volatility. I mean, you can just understand that this is not the worst that it's been. And in fact, many crypto experts, people who know what they're doing, people who have been invested in the space for more than 2 seconds, understand that this is just a hiccup, and this is part of the cyclical growth that crypto goes through. It's volatile, as all MF. However, it's headed upwards. And in general, we're still at nearly double the market cap that we were back in early December. So if you think of this as a 2-month gap from December, although we've had tremendous growth, the only way that you could possibly be down on your portfolio is if you bought in between December 15th and now. And so, if you bought in the last 6 weeks, you could be feeling a lot of pain right now, or some pain. But the reality is that if you bought in before that, you're probably still sitting in the green, which is pretty tremendously amazing given that the whole market has about halved. So just a little perspective for us, just so that we don't get too carried away in doomsday scenarios, don't get too weak-handed here. I want to encourage everyone to not only be strong-handed here, but to look for the bottom of this dip. We need to look for the bottom, because once we establish the bottom, we can start getting our discount buys in. And we know that if we get discount buys on these dips, as the market just recovers to where it was, we could double and triple our money. So that's what we're looking to do. We see another couple bubbles here. We're going to look at a bubble where Bitcoin was above $1,000, crashed down to close to under 500, close to 400. That's pretty comparable to where we're at. That was 2013. Another summer sell-off where Bitcoin went from almost 3,000 down to under 2,000. We had a great China chill, which happened this year when China banned ICOs, and it went down. Bitcoin went down from nearly $5,000 to nearly $6,000 to under $5,000. And maybe those weren't even the most dramatic crashes. I've seen other crashes that were even more dramatic in Bitcoin's history. But there have been plenty of moments of fear, uncertainty, and doubt that have really taken over the market cycle and driven the prices really far low. So we need to understand that this is not new. This has been happening, and this will continue to happen. So this is part of the sort of crypto game. With exponential gains comes weak hands, uninformed investors, and then we always have whales getting greedy, trying to ride the price up and down again. So they're making money on every pump. yes, we could potentially all get to that place where we could play that game, but we're not looking to time or predict or understand the whale game so that we can be unaffected by it. We just want to make sure that we don't make stupid errors in response to what's going on, these factors that seem to be holding constant throughout the history of cryptocurrency's growth. So that's just a little reminder. Don't get too carried away. For now, we're going to pop right back into this deep brain analysis, which I know you guys are super excited to understand, and you guys should be even more excited about the price because this thing is in the gutter. The gutter as far as price. I know that that's not really the thing you want to be saying about a coin, but I want you guys to see the reds as different. I want you to see red numbers as great numbers here in crypto, because unless this crypto crash is different than all crypto crashes before it, again, we know where we are headed. Blockchain technology is not stopping. Blockchain technology is going to keep going. So the fact that there is some instability or uncertainty in the market doesn't change the ramifications that these projects and this blockchain technology has on our world. So when we see DeepBrain Chain, which was released onto the market and started trading between 8 and 10 cents here, then we see this massive pump up, within days, really. Within days of its release, we see it pump up with a lot of other things. This is right where Tron pumped. This is right where a lot of things pumped. And then right as Chinese Lunar New Year starts to hit, we see the sell-off and the weak hands and all these things. Again, like Tron, DeepBrain Chain is a Chinese coin. We are in Chinese Lunar New Year. The Chinese coins are going to be the most dramatically affected by Chinese holidays. It's pretty simple stuff. So DeepBrain Chain, I didn't think it would be possible for this to get under 10 cents, but it did. So here I am looking at this coin. How could it possibly get under 10 cents? I'm going to run you through this coin, and you're not going to understand why it's under 10 cents either. And I'm not saying you should run out and buy it. Again, I'm not a professional financial advisor. This is not professional financial advice. But this is going to be an extremely promising coin to watch dwindle around these numbers, as it has been well over 60 cents. That's right. That's a 6x, 600% gain just to get back to its all-time high of, last month. Anyway, so let's go into the website right now and do a little more fundamental analysis.
As we all know, the AlphaGo Co-Ed 5 greatest world champions, and thus it...
So this video, I'm not going to play it all through, but the way what it conveys is essentially that AI computing is here. It's making tons of progress. And like we've heard that, AI computers have beat Go. Like this was the big video game thing. They beat Go players. They've beat League of Legends players now. And now there's all these other games that they're trying to beat these human players that we never thought would be possible. And what they're saying is that every time this computer plays a round of these video games, it costs roughly $3,000 to run that machine. And so to run that machine enough times that it would learn to play the game and beat it as it faces one of the top, if not the highest ranking human players in the world, well, they're talking about multi-millions, if not tens and 20s of millions of dollars just to get these computers working properly, get the AIs to learn enough to beat the humans or to get onto the level that we need them to get onto. So what they're saying is that the cascading or the exponentially expanding cost of running AI machinery is really what's prompted this use of blockchain and AI computing together. And so we're going to talk about how they're going to do that. So DeepBrain Chain's vision is to provide a low-cost, private, flexible, secure, and decentralized artificial intelligence computing platform for all AI products. So one thing I want to stress for you guys is that DeepBrain Chain is not a white paper product. They've actually been in the production. They've been in use by real world customers. They've been a real world product out in the world since 2012. 2012. And they were the first third-party AI that you speak to, like Siri, or that you speak to, like Alexa. And they were the first voice AI to get, that was a third-party manufactured AI to get multi-millions or over 10 million users. And this was back in 2012. So we can see that this isn't just some idea, right? This is an AI company that has been building for half a decade, more than half a decade now, and they're starting to move it. And then blockchain now is their next evolution. So they're leveraging blockchain technology. We developed a decentralized, low-cost AI computing platform. Let's get to it, all right? So it's traded on the Neo platform, and the way they do this is they have a mining system, right? They have a decentralized neural network. Countless mining nodes across the world will supply computational power for AI use to meet worldwide enterprise demand. Mining nodes receive DBC as compensation. So by running your miner, right, what you're doing is you're computing processes for the big AI supercomputer that is decentralized across the world. So instead of having one big supercomputer, they can now sort of outsource those computing tasks, much in the way that Bitcoin outsources and decentralizes the computing tasks that run the network. They're doing the exact same idea, but they're doing it to perform complex, oftentimes extraordinarily expensive computational tasks for supercomputers and AI. So what they're saying is, instead of mining Bitcoin and just processing transactions, do supercomputing processes on your computer and help further the AI movement. And in doing so, we're going to pay you that AI premium. And so the DeepBrain chain is a secure trading platform as well that allows for these both parties to trade, to have secure data transfer, right? Because AIs, there's a lot of proprietary information and software and this and that. So just because they're on the decentralized network doesn't mean they want to give away all their trades. So it's a way that they're sort of combining this private AI business, entrepreneurial, or enterprise world with a sort of public decentralized mining network. Very interesting juxtaposition. And I think that this project is pretty genius. It's not the only supercomputing AI project that I know of, but it's certainly the biggest one in China, and it's the first to market, right? It's before Singularity, and there's a few other ones, but this is the first one to market. It's on NEO. It's the biggest one in China. It's been cleaning up awards, and it's been in the world for a long time. So let's look at another few reasons why I like this project. Low cost. So, compared to the cost of computer resources that it would normally cost them to run in the AI world, this is way better, right? This is infinitely better, the way that they're decentralizing the computing cost. So it protects privacy, and I guess there's an issue with privacy right now. I think there's always an issue with privacy, but they're just saying this is one of their core value points. Obviously, they're saying that because they have a decentralized network, they're able to access idle nodes and sort of draw upon an ever-growing amount of computer power, the way that this is going to be designed in a way that they currently don't have access to. And they're seeing this because they are the experts at AI. They're not asking, oh, how do we build the right thing for AI experts? They're saying, we are the AI experts. This is our need. This is our pain point that we're solving. And I always love when founders build for themselves. I mean, it shows that they understand the market. And when you build for yourself, you build for your own internal purposes. You're always building something of value. And then security. So this is, again, security. They're saying if one node gets attacked, that the distributed, centralized, or the decentralized network will allow for greater security. We know that's true for Bitcoin and onward, So they have won tons of awards. They won this SMP 2017 award for Chinese man-machine dialogue evolution, because they're obviously have been in the dialogue space, the AI dialogue space, since 2012, and I'm going to show you that. And then they say mode innovation. So they've just been cleaning up. They've been launching products, right? They have over 100 clients. So that's the other thing. You just have to understand, this is not an idea. This is a business. DeepBrain Chain has been out in the world creating products that are being used by the world for years now. And this guy, Feng He, is amazing. So, or Feng He, and he's the CEO of DeepBrain Chain. I always look, so he's a PhD, right? And he also has, he's won a ton of awards, and he's been developing, he's among the first batch of entrepreneurs in the field of artificial intelligence in China. He presided over research and development of the Chinese voice assistant Smart 360, whose registered users exceeded 17 million. He led the development of the world's first artificial intelligence speakers half a year earlier than Amazon Echo. Look, this guy is a visionary of artificial intelligence, artificial dialogue space. He's clearly been pushing the boundaries for quite a while. And the one thing that I like to look for in companies like blockchain technology companies that are highly technical is a very highly technical founder. I do believe that there is such a thing as a business person that can come in and crack the whip and create an amazing business plan and sort of organize some very talented technical people. However, I'm also a person who has worked extensively in startup mobile technology here in California, and I will tell you that I've worked for some non-technical founders, and almost none of them are very useful beyond raising some money and sort of describing their vision. And unless they're bringing huge partnerships to the table, really what you need in a founder is a technical backing, a technical understanding that would allow for them to be the experts on where this is going. And it's always good that they surround themselves with even more niche, even more specialized experts. But you want in a project like this someone who is leading from a place of expertise and almost vision, visionary technologic understanding. And that's what I see here in Yongfei, or in Feng He, is a tremendous, tremendous technical backing. Actually, their whole team is phenomenal. Tons of AI experience. And like I said, these are real partners. These aren't just, these institutional backers are huge. And yeah, they're capital partners, lots of Gobi investments, and lots of Jinsha River venture capital. They have 2 Jinsha River. There's another Gobi, and then there's another Jinsha River. They're clearly very closely associated with NEO, which is where they launched. And here's what I love. Their development milestones go all the way back to January of 2012, guys. January of 2012. So if you're asking me, what has this company done? What are they even gonna do? It's just an AI idea. No, guys, this is an AI platform that has been live, that has been cranking out products since 2012. This is a real company in the real world, not a white paper. I'm not gonna go and bore you by reading all their accomplishments, but they've been doing, look at this. Look at how many milestones they have before they even release their ICO, right? So they're just doing their pre-sale in Q4 of 2017 for their ICO for this DeepBrain chain. But they've been out in the market for years, killing it. First artificial intelligence speakers. Smart 360 becomes first third-party vocal assistant per platform to hit 10 million users in China. That was in June of 2013 that they became the new hot project in AI. Like this is a long time that they have been very exciting, and they have been a visionary sort of in the space. And so when I go over here and I see all that they're setting out to do, what they're going to be doing with the mining network, the amount of problems that hopefully they'll be solving by extending the computational power of AI systems, it's pretty exciting. I also go in here, they're not a white paper, leading a pre-sale, they hit hard cap, and oh yeah, so there's a NEO and other partners have more than $5 million invested with a 1-year lockup. So there's a bunch of money in there that's not going anywhere. And that's another thing that's really, really good to know, is that when you have big partners that are locked in, it just gives enough time for the market hype to sort of settle out and for real growth to sort of take hold, and for the market to understand the project enough to get behind it through the ebbs and flows of the sort of vicissitudes of the crypto space. So let's see here, if you were holding DeepBrain Chain, like I was, you've seen your coin go all the way up to above 60 cents and down here now under 10. Like this is like below ICO price. Let me just check what their ICO closed at. One of my favorite ICO websites is ICO Drops. I just really like their layout, and I like their rating systems, and they always give me the good stuff. So yeah, they closed at 11.7. They pretty much closed at 11.7 out of 11.8. And they had a token price of 9 cents. You guys, this is exactly where you're getting your token price. We're at 9 cents. We're at ICO prices. So you're buying right now. You're spending what the CEO of NEO spent on his coins for this ICO. Just saying, you're getting an insider price right now because of the hiccups of the market, because of Chinese Lunar New Year, and this isn't just something we're like, oh well, this is an ICO, it could blow up. We've seen it blow up. It is blowing up. It blew up, and it got pulled back by a Chinese pullback, where a lot of the people who got rich off this, who already had made 10x or whatever, 6x their money in a couple of days, well, it was their time to go on holiday, a lot of them, because they were participating in the Chinese Lunar New Year. So just like with Tron, you're seeing DeepBrain Chain got hit hard by Chinese Lunar New Year. It wouldn't surprise me to see it really rocket back, especially with prices like this. Under 10 cents for DeepBrain Chain just seems crazy. Once again, guys, I'm not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice. I'm just sharing with you the understanding and the information of DeepBrain Chain that I've garnered by essentially poking around and studying this coin for about a month or so now, and just being really in love and impressed with everything about this project, the people behind it, seeing it as a really strong offering on the NEO platform, seeing NEO scale its ability to handle smart contract transactions tremendously, and focusing on their scaling. It just gives me a lot of confidence in the future of DeepBrain Chain. The biggest, most proven AI project I've seen, and I'll do a little comparison to that of Singularity, which is another big one that you should check out. But right now, DeepBrain Chain is just looking like a phenomenal coin. It would not surprise me at all to see it get back to its all-time high as soon as Chinese Lunar New Year ends, sometime in March. So I'd see this as a phenomenal buy. Anything under 10 cents, I'm going to be looking to take out a pretty sizable position in DeepBrain Chain. I'll let you know when I do. And yeah, just Please always do your own research if you're going to invest. This has just been my synthesis of the facts. I hope it has helped you. If it has, please give me a like or a comment under this video. It really helps me and YouTube know that you like this content. And once again, we'll be back with much, much more. So please stay tuned. I'm your host, Elio Trades. This has been FUD TV. We'll catch you on the next one.
DeepBrain, 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 DeepBrain. I don't really fuck with the HODL gang. Put my racks in DeepBrain. Why do these coins all look the same? What's in your give me DeepBrain? Find me another blockchain. DeepBrain, 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 DeepBrain.